Hey y'all, my name's Seth Packan, and this is Podunk Perspective, a podcast based on the Podunk Perspective. Podunk Perspective, we are here.
What's up?
My man, Joe Bryson. Before I kick off this podcast, I just want to say, if you don't know who Joe Bryson is, you're about to.
I just got nervous.
You need to go check out his music because his vocal is dumb. It's stupid good.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, seriously.
I appreciate it. I do what I can. I have my moments.
So, Joe, where are you from?
I'm from South Louisiana, man. Lafayette, Louisiana.
Yeah.
More specifically, yeah.
Where'd you go to school at, you know?
I went to private Catholic school my entire life. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you play sports or anything?
Yeah, I played football. I was okay. My love was basketball, though.
Yeah.
That's what I really wanted to do.
What position?
Dude, I mean, anything I could to get on the floor. I'm like a 5'10" white guy, so I guess whatever got me playing time. If you'd asked me throughout my entire upbringing, like age like 6 to like probably way too old, I would have told you I was going to be an NBA player, like with a straight face. And one day, like, my dad had to have the conversation with me. He's like, dude, you understand, like, you should probably go sing. And I was like, okay, fair enough.
So when did the singing come along? Like, when did you know, like, oh, maybe music is something I can do?
I mean, I sang my entire life.
In church and stuff like that? Yeah.
Big in church. I was in the church choir and then, like, some stuff at school and whatnot. And, that was kind of my first love. But I was always kind of like a more shy little kid, I guess. So I didn't like being front and center at first. Yeah.
So
that was
was it hard for you to get up on stage and sing at first?
100%. Dude, I used to have the worst stage fright ever. Yeah.
When was the first time you stepped on a stage and you were like
the first time, I don't even remember this. This is what my mom tells everybody. Yeah. They had like a neighborhood talent show. Mm-hmm. And I was like, if they were like, you have to do something, I was like, I guess I'll go sing. I've been taking piano lessons. I go sing a song. And I sang like Jeremiah was a bullfrog by Three Dog Night. And my mom was like, what the hell? She's like, you can sing this entire time. They had no idea. And yeah, that was kind of that. I started taking like guitar lessons and stuff.
Did you teach yourself?
After.
Like, how does that?
I had a piano teacher.
Yeah.
She was kind of crazy. But
what you do?
she loved Three Dog Night. I don't know. She loved like old stuff. I was like, okay, cool. But yeah, I learned like that song and a couple other like 60s classics.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was kind of what started it off.
Would you say your parents were really pushing you to do the music thing?
Yes and no. Like at first they were probably encouraging me to do it more than I wanted to do it because I thought I was going to be an NBA player.
Yeah.
I mean, they obviously knew something I did. You know? Right. I wasn't going to be an NBA player. But
would you play for the Pelicans if you did?
That's such a tough question, man. I mean, yeah, I would love. I mean, yeah, yes, I would. Beggars can't be choosers. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. Sorry.
What's your do you have a team that you root for or anything?
I mean, I don't follow it too much. I'll follow just LSU basketball.
Okay.
More than anything, but yeah.
What were some artists and some music that you were raised up on?
What a great question, Seth. It's like you have a podcast or something. Starting out, when I was little, I used to spend so much time with my grandparents who were like born and bred South Louisiana, like through and through. They're from Mermentau, Louisiana.
Okay.
You know where that's middle of nowhere. Middle of nowhere. And so I would spend pretty much like every single summer with them when school was out on all their land and like the swamp. They had a big old farm, like cows and chickens and whatnot. And it was on the Mermentau River. And my grandpa loved George Jones.
Yeah.
Way back then. And he had everything on vinyl. He had every single Elvis record ever made on vinyl. He had a bunch of Johnny Cash on vinyl. And I think like that's kind of what started me in country. He bought me my first guitar.
Yeah.
In Crowley, Louisiana. Yeah. Like little small music shop. But then, I started kind of playing sports and got out of it, I guess. You know, in middle school, like I just wanted to listen to like...
You want to do what your friends are doing.
Yeah, I want to listen to like Eminem and stuff. And and I didn't really like the country that was on the radio.
Right.
Either. That was the other thing.
Yeah.
My mom loved Toby Keith. So I listened to a lot of Toby Keith.
Yeah,
and a lot of Christian rock music, man.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Casting Crowns, bro.
Yeah. No, it's funny. I just had Chase Ryan on recently.
Oh yeah,
and
I listened to it.
Yeah, and he's from
Lake Charles.
Yeah. So, but we were talking like, it's kind of funny. There's like this little community coming out of Louisiana that there's some great artists.
It makes me so happy too. Like we talk about that all the time because I feel like it doesn't get the Louisiana music scene as a whole doesn't get enough credit.
Right.
Because there's so much talent over there.
It's versatile too. Everyone's
man.
Like, everyone's doing a little bit different.
There's so much music over there, down there, and I just wish it kind of got more attention. I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's like the Georgia crew. I always think like the Georgia crew has like their little like mob of people, man. Like, and they're all great, but like I'm like we could do that with Louisiana people too,
Right.
And I feel like they're trying to. Like a good buddy of mine, CJ Solar. He's a good friend of mine. I've been like writing with him a ton, and he's from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and he's kind of trying to start this little movement called it's like the Louisiana country music page on Instagram. Give a follow. Plug.
Laney Wilson's from there.
I know. Tim McGraw's from there. Dude. There's so many cool people.
That's sweet. So, like when you were making the transition from Louisiana to Nashville, what was that like? How'd you think of even coming here, and who kind of pushed you?
Kind of think about it. It was my senior year of high school. Long story short, I had a bunch of health issues starting in high school.
Yeah.
And so I wasn't going to be able to play football my senior. I wasn't very like good anyway. It was average at best. So I really wasn't like too torn up about it. But I was like, I'm just going to dive headfirst into music. Seems like a good thing to do. And I made a connection through my dad, I think. Like he knew someone who was writing in Nashville and whatnot. And he was like, yeah, like let's link up with this guy and let's see where it goes. And that guy ended up taking me to town that summer, like summer going into my senior year of high school. And man, like he just threw me into the fire. It was like just crazy co-writes, and I had no business being in some of those rooms. And also just like from a music development perspective, I just wasn't there yet.
Right.
I had no idea what I wanted to sound like what my quote unquote sound was. Sounds so corny, but it's so real. Like I hadn't written nearly enough songs or anything like that. And so we wrote like 3 or 4 songs in that trip and got them produced. And I put the first one out while I was still a senior in high school. So 17 years old. She Don't Really Miss Me.
Okay.
I know. It's still my best streaming song, which is nuts. But it's just like very mainstream pop country, which nothing wrong with that, but it's just not where I wanted to end up as an artist.
It didn't feel right for you.
Yeah, exactly. But it did great for me, and it got me a bunch of attention and led to other things, which I'm very grateful for.
Yeah. Well, I feel like, especially in today's day, more than ever, and every artist is trying to do it, but be in multiple genres,
Yeah.
Kind of play that lane of like, I can do a little bit of pop country, but I can do 90s country. I can also do rock country. I can do, you name it. And I think fans are loving that as well, as long as it comes off authentic, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
And it's like fans are starting to tell they want, they want to show up and realize like that's the same person I thought he was.
Yeah, 100%. Because that was one of the biggest things, man. So I had like those 3 singles, and we did them all as singles, and because it got a good bit of streaming attention, I started playing shows and stuff around town, and then I would go play shows. And it just didn't sound. I wasn't running tracks or anything like that. I just had a 4-piece band, and it just wasn't the same live. Yeah. And plus, like back then, I loved like grunge rock music. Like that was like my favorite music at the time. So I was doing a bunch of Nirvana and Pearl Jam covers and like Alice in Chains covers. Cool. I know. And then I'd be like, all right, here's She Don't Really Miss Me, and it just like the contrast was just way too much. And that kind of sparked me into. I was like, I need to write music I actually like, I guess. Yeah, like actually resonate with. Yeah.
So what are some like cool rooms you've gotten into and some of your favorite people to write with?
Oh, what a great question. I mean, it's tough to be just writing with the homies.
Yeah.
Like just the friends, man. Like it's just always a good, even if you write a crappy song. Yeah, dude. Even if you write a crappy song, it's still a good time.
You guys hung out and,
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe drink a beer.
It's an excuse to hang out and drink beer. Yeah, pretty much. Some of my bigger rooms, man. Jeremy Bussey's awesome. I wrote with a guy named Chizzy, he does a lot of like hip hop stuff. You know Chizzy?
No, I don't.
He does a lot of hip hop stuff, but he's he comes to Nashville a good bit. I wrote with him not too long ago, and we had a great session. Brooklyn, she's phenomenal. And then a lot of guys from like South Louisiana, like Clay Cormier, he's a real good buddy of mine. Jasper Charles, he's from Alabama, real good friend of mine. Yeah, I mean, just the homies more than anything, man.
No, that's awesome. So, like, when you're going in these rooms, like, what's your, if you had to pick a topic to write about, what's your favorite topic?
Man, we were talking about this today, and they're right. Like, it just depends on what's going on. I feel like that it's something like you kind of can't chase down.
Yeah.
Necessarily, like if you can have an idea and then chase that down. That's one thing, but like, you kind of have to almost sit around and. At me, at least, speaking for myself, like I have to sit and wait and kind of be open to an idea.
Do you feel like you write like based on your mood and like the stuff you've experienced?
I feel like you have to,
right?
Like most of the time. I mean, at least if it's a song for me,
right?
But yeah.
No. So moving here, what has been that one moment you've been like, holy cow, like this is cool, like this is where I should be.
Oh man, it has its ups and downs all the time.
Yep. Absolutely.
The coolest thing when I first moved to town, I was like, I can go see live music all the time.
Yeah.
Like my favorite bands were always coming to town and touring. Like there was always something to do.
Right.
And that was huge for me. And then just kind of the community. I was like, everybody is here to write songs and sing them.
When I feel like once the industry, embraces you and people get to know who you are, you're like, okay, this is cool, I can do this every day.
Yeah, which people like I relate to, man. Yeah. Like everybody's kind of trying to do the same thing, and especially like once you find your crew, you're like, oh, we're in this boat together.
Yeah. So you've been doing a few shows here and there. You just went back home, and played a few shows, and then you've done a few shows with Liam and stuff like that.
Yeah, we do those like at the college circuit shows through Six Pack.
You have any crazy stories?
Boy, do I. No, not really. Nothing like insane, man. What did Liam say?
He said one time he pulled up to this frat house and someone was getting
in West Virginia. Hell yeah, dude. That was awesome. That was probably the craziest. West Virginia rocks, by the way. Yeah. It's so cool. Yeah. If I could go back and do college again, I'd probably go to more.
What's like, traveling, going to all these states, has that been like your favorite state or like?
That and Oklahoma's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Oklahoma was awesome. Texas is awesome too.
I've heard great things about Oklahoma.
Dude, it's just a good time, man. And the kids going to school, like they genuinely love live music.
Right.
And that's also cool to see too. Crazy story of like, I think that I've had is like, I'm about to expose Liam here a little bit.
Let's do it.
We played a gig in Clemson, and we were just on, I'll have a couple. Sorry, another one just came to mind. We played a gig in Clemson, and either I was playing acoustic and then Liam played full band, or Liam played acoustic and then I played one of those. And I had quite a few drinks during and after the show. It was a really fun show. And then Liam played, and we were driving back to Nashville that night.
Yeah.
And Liam got pulled over by a cop, and I just like reeked of beer. I do this thing. I used to. I don't do it anymore. Sorry, Mom. I do this thing on the college shows where like I go in like stone cold. Yeah. 2 beers. Like it's in the middle of Freebird. Like we're encoring, and I just stone cold 2 beers. That's awesome. And so I'm just drenched in beer. And the cop pulls us over and like, coolest dude in the world, coolest cop I've ever met. And he was like, y'all drinking tonight? Now I don't know, full transparency, if Liam was drinking or not. Yeah. But he was like, what are y'all doing? We're like, we playing music. And he was like, are y'all good? And I have a video. I'm like a 5 out of 10. I'm okay, like whatever. And the cop was like, let me hear y'all's music. And like he went and listened to both of our music. He's like, it's pretty good, man. I'll let you off. And he didn't give us a ticket or anything. And we just drove off. So yeah, we had that one. I got bed bugs another time.
Were you guys in the van?
Yeah.
You got pulled over in the van.
Yep, that big old blue van.
They're like, yeah, this guy either smokes pot or he plays music.
Yeah, I know. It's like, or both. One or the other. I mean, he pulled up and saw a bunch of long-haired idiots. Drunk idiots, but yeah.
And what was the other story You said
Yeah, I got bed bugs another
yeah.
time, man. Yeah, we'd played in West Virginia, and then I was driving through the night to Clemson again, actually, funny enough, and I just couldn't do it, dude. Like, I had to stop at a hotel. Like, I'm about to fall asleep at the wheel. I'm going to kill everyone in the car. And so I pulled over at the first Motel 6 I saw. It was in Fancy Gap, Virginia. Never heard of it in my life. And yeah, sure enough, I got bed bugs. Yeah, and then I didn't realize till the next day. I was driving home, I started itching. I had like bumps over my arm. I was like, what could that be? And then I got back and it was just all over me. And I went to the doctor. Like, yeah, you're covered in bed bugs, dude.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
That's what you get, man, for stopping at the Motel 6 in Fancy Gap, Virginia.
Fancy Gap.
That's on me. Yeah, that's on me, man.
There was a timeout across the street.
Yeah, pretty much.
No,
it's one of those places.
That's all. So let's play a little game here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 3 artists here.
Okay.
You have to eliminate one.
Okay.
You have to.
Get this quarter.
You have to eliminate one. You have to keep one, and then you got to choose one that you have to work with, but you can't ever listen to their music.
Oh, shit. Okay, say it again. Sorry, you lost.
So you have to eliminate one. Cross one, like you. So basically, someone that you would work with, but you can never listen to their music.
Okay.
And then someone that you're going to
just listen to.
Yeah, listen to.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton.
Okay.
Lainey Wilson.
Okay.
Morgan Wallen.
Oh, man.
Gotta eliminate one.
I'm gonna take a drink. Yeah, I gotta think about this.
Like from the earth. They're like
I
disappearance.
gotta kill them?
I mean, they just like their existence is gone. Like they just like every like memory that
Can I
everyone
steal their songs? I want to take it. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. All right. I'm sorry, Lainey. I love your music.
Wow.
And she's a Louisiana
Hometown
girl.
girl.
I know. I'm sorry, Lainey. I'm sorry. I would eliminate Lainey Wilson.
And it's between Morgan
and
Chris. You can either listen to Chris and work with Morgan, or
if I work with Morgan Wallen, I get to keep listening to Chris Stapleton.
Yes.
All right, I would do that.
So, but you never get to hear Morgan Wallen's song again.
That's fine. But I get to. No, not in a bad way, man.
No, yeah, I didn't
mean it like that. No, but yeah. So I get to work with Morgan Wallen.
Yeah. You just can't hear him sing. You can write songs with him, but he's not
a big Morgan Wallen fan. That wasn't a shot. I swear that wasn't a shot. Yeah, I would do. Chris Stapleton's been my most listened to artist like the past.
That's so cool.
4 years in a row. Then he's like him, and then Limp Bizkit. That's mine. It's always my second.
That's awesome. Okay, another one here. So if you were to like put your top 3, like 2000s, 90s, 80s, 70s, what do you put in 1, 2, 3?
Of country music,
just music
in general.
Yeah, music of that time period.
Dude, this at the 70s has got to be first, I think. 60s probably right behind that. 70s first, 60s right behind that.
What about today's music? Does that fall in there?
Yeah, like 2010s, or I guess.
I mean, you could just say like, I guess this would be like 2020 to like now.
Okay.
Is like.
Okay.
But I mean,
I'd say now. Yeah, I'd say now at third.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd say now at third. There's so many good artists now. Yeah.
I would say, personally, I would put today's music at number 1.
Okay.
Just for the fact of everything that, from the 60s or 50s and up, 40s and up, whatever you want to say, has kind of been modernized in today's day, but we still use pieces of that, right?
True.
So I'm going to put that at 1.
You kind of get a little bit of everything.
Do 90s.
True. It's
at
next.
2. And then I'm going to do like, what was Elvis? Was he like 50s or 60s?
50s, 60s.
Yeah, I'd do like that as like 3.
Okay.
That
60s and 70s is so tough to beat though, man.
Yeah.
Like I had this conversation with my band on the way back to Louisiana. We were also like, what decade of music could you go back? Would you want to go back for like 3 months? You got 3 months, unlimited budget.
Oh my
See as
God.
many concerts as you want. What decade of music would you go back to? I think it'd be the 70s, dude, for me.
Yeah.
Get to see like Zeppelin, Creedence Clearwater, Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
All like so many great Eagles. Like
Mine would probably be 90s or
90s is a great pick.
I mean, kind of just that Elvis era, man. I feel like
Yeah.
being there would be so cool.
You can see Elvis and Johnny Cash and
Right. You
probably
know?
Bob Dylan. You know Bob Dylan, yeah.
No, it's cool. And I feel like at the time, celebrities weren't as, hidden.
Yeah, they were.
They were more accessible. Like you could walk into a bar in Memphis and possibly see Elvis.
You'd see Willie. Willie would have been there probably.
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy cool.
Yeah.
So moving to Nashville, we've been here for a little bit now. How long?
5 years on the dot. Yeah.
You're longer than me.
Really?
Yeah, I have 3.
Well, I was a late bloomer, man.
What's
I had a stint in college. I didn't do too good. But.
What's something you've learned, living here and that like you would tell future artists moving here?
Man, honest God, just be a good person.
Yeah.
That's the biggest. It sounds so corny.
Right. It's true.
Just be a good person.
Yeah.
Like don't cry. Don't try and cross anyone.
I feel like it's corny to the people that don't get it, right?
Yeah.
You say it to me, it's not corny because it's like, I understand it. It's like you have to be.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You know?
Just be a good person, man. Like just try and help everyone out when you can. And then like just do the work, man.
Right.
Like it's so easy to complain and whine about things when they're not going your way. Which I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I still catch myself doing it on bad days and whatnot. But like, that's the biggest thing. I mean, just do the work, man. Like, if you do the work, everything else kind of follows.
Right.
It's just a matter of time after that point. But
how do you balance because obviously you've played shows down on Broadway and stuff, but also going out of town and playing those shows.
Yeah. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'll let you know when I figure it out. Is
it like 2 different vibes,
Oh my God. Well, yeah, 100%. Broadway is definitely like I kind of only do it when I have to. It's
absolutely
100% a day job for me. So I kind of go in with that mindset. I'm like, I'm going to come in for 4 hours, make my money, and get out.
Yeah.
Like,
and also at the same time, you got to realize it's, you have 100+ people from, 50 different states possibly there.
Yeah, 100. I wish it was 100 there today. There was not. It was maybe 4 or 5.
Tuesday, Broadway, it's...
Yeah, it was raining too. Tough day.
Yeah, but honestly, it's still crazy how many people are still legitimately down there, partying it up and actually in town because those buildings are massive.
All the time.
And everyone's split up, so it feels dead.
It never sleeps.
But
yeah, I look at it like it's just, it beats, I get to sing songs and like drink beer when I want and get paid to do it for 4 hours. I'm like, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But the stuff on the road, man, I'm like, it's obviously I'm much more passionate about it.
You get to sing your own style. It's like, I'm the artist.
Exactly. And that's that was like the first thing that got me into music, like was performing. Like that was my first love.
Yeah.
And so I just still love it, man. Like I still get nervous a little bit every single time I go play, and I love that about it too because it still means a lot to me.
Do you feel like once you get up there, like it takes a few minutes, but then you like settle in a little bit, like 15 minutes?
I'm like, it's always like right before I go play. I'm like, that's when I'm the most nervous. But as soon as I get up there, I'm like, we're good. First song is, I'm like,
get a little whiskey in you.
Yep, yeah. Dude, I have like 2 drinks. That's my rule. I have like 2 whiskeys before every show.
What's your go-to whiskey?
I've been drinking. I've been drinking a lot of Four Roses lately. Yeah, I love Four Roses, man.
Well, would you like to be sponsored by Four Roses?
Absolutely. Yeah. Hey, if you're listening, absolutely. I drink enough Four Roses that I could be sponsored by.
Right. You can come out with your own label.
100%. Yeah. Joe Bryson, small batch, Four Roses. That's it.
That's so cool.
I wish one day, man.
Hey, one day. Well, I think we're gonna get to some music here, and Joe's gonna show you some songs, and I think, he's gonna show you guys why he's one of the most talented guys in town. He's definitely up and coming, and he's gonna show you why right here.
Cool.
Joe Bryson playing a song here. What's his first song you're gonna play for us?
Started in a truck. Yeah.
You just put this out recently?
Did, yeah, last Friday.
Awesome.
Yeah, kind of about. My dad told me one of the hardest things that he ever did was sell the car that he went on his first day with my mom in.
Yeah.
And yeah, my mom like went into labor in that car, and they drove to the hospital together, and all kind of cool stuff. So, I just kind of took that and ran with it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Who'd you write it with?
Michael Warren and Johnny Gates.
Nice.
Yep.
I'm excited.
All right, man.
Oh, for hand me down, little something to get around town. 17 goes by faster than a half tank of gas. Radio stuck on A, through the static pit he's playing. I can hear my daddy saying, let's clutch more gas. Oh, every time I roll the windows down. Oh, I go back to 17 in that old town. And then Friday nights I picked you up. I said I love you, you said I was drunk. Said I can't come in, your daddy's up. Everyone said we're way too young. Well, baby, look how far we come. My forever only ever shotgun. You and me and us, I started in a truck. Had a few bumps in the road, couple almost wrecked, couple almost sold. Couple car seats, and next thing you know, the man in the rear view's old. Then Friday nights I picked you up. I said I love you, you said I was drunk. Said I can't come in, your daddy's up. Everyone said we're way too young. Well, baby, look how far we come. My forever only ever shotgun. You and me and us, I started in a truck.
Sick, dude.
Thanks, man.
That one was badass.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah.
When'd you write that one?
Man, probably like over like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's
Honestly.
cool.
Yeah, it's been sitting on it for a while.
I feel like, yeah, like, you know, people outside the music and outside the music industry, you know, they don't realize that some of these songs are written years ago compared to, you know,
Oh, yeah, man.
It's not always like you write and then you put it out. You
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah.
it's pretty cool. So what's next for us?
What do you want, man?
Got, Magnolia.
You know why Magnolia?
Yeah.
You got it, man.
That's
So
one of
this
my
song,
favorites. I've been jamming this one like
I
crazy.
really? You're the one, man. You're the one. That was I wrote this with Clay Cormier and Austin Dore. They're both from around the same area as I am in Louisiana. And the state flower is for Louisiana is the magnolia. Yeah, it's kind of about that. It's kind of a love that feels like it's so corny, but God dog it.
Paying back to home, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Girl, I know that you were born to run, but if you want to plant your roots, I can be the sun. I'm so glad that I got to know you, my wild magnolia. Many a guy like me surely tried, but all they brought was rain, wilting on your white. And all I wanna do is help to grow you, my wild magnolia. So bless your heart and all your crazy dreams, just the way you are, babe, I wouldn't change a thing. Love like yours don't always come around, like blooming flowers in the spring. Peace heaven just for me. Thank God every night I get to hold you. My wife ignore you. Found you when I needed you the most, and when I wasn't looking, guess that's the way life goes. I keep you warm when the season's colder, my wild magnolia. So bless your heart and all your crazy dreams, just the way you are, babe, I wouldn't change a thing. A love like yours don't always come around, like blooming flowers in the spring. Peace heaven just for me. Thank God every night I get to hold you. My wife ignore you. When the weeds in life get overgrown, I'll be out there looking for you, running through the thorns. Callous hands from stones I turned over, my wild magnolia. So bless your heart and all your crazy dreams, just the way you are, babe, I wouldn't change a thing. A love like yours don't always come around, like blooming flowers in the spring. Peace heaven just for me. Thank God every night I get to hold you. My wife ignore you. I'm so glad that I got to know you.
Nice.
That's that.
It's one of my favorites right there,
For
man.
real? Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. It's been very good to me, man. That was a passion project of mine.
When'd you put that one out?
So I did that last fall. I decided 2 years ago that I'm gonna start taking all the songs that I really, really like, but I'm like, maybe they don't need full production on them.
Right.
Like songs I wrote throughout the year, and just kind of do like a little acoustic project out.
Absolutely. Like
Yeah.
I think that fits your style perfectly,
Thanks,
man.
man.
Just because like you have that, raw voice that everyone wants to hear instead of it being all dolled
Thanks,
up.
man.
It's just like
Yeah.
straight up.
That started from me being in South Louisiana with a guy named Travis Mott.
Yeah.
He's like this OG Louisiana Zydeco musician. Mm-hmm. And his son was my drummer in Louisiana for a while. And I was just back home like 2 years ago, like sometime for Thanksgiving, I think. And he was like, come check out the new studio. Like we just moved and whatever. And we just were hanging out and talking about Nashville and catching up. And we started drinking his homemade moonshine. He has a moonshine still in the back of his house. And he's like, play him some songs you've been writing. And I played him a few, and he's like, you want to sing something like right now in my studio? And I was like, sure. And so we just did. I'm like, I love these, man. So I just put them all out. And I'm like, I'm going to do this every year now, man. It's cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
That's
man.
Badass.
Travis Mott, shout out.
So this next one here, I'm gonna let you pick.
Yeah, man.
And if you want it to be a song that's not out, if you want your first song
man.
ever, it doesn't matter.
Let's see, what do I have? I'll do one for my mama, man. I'll do that.
Love it.
Yeah. If she watches this. Yeah, man. I wrote this song when I was having some kind of health issues with things. I had cancer a few years back, and it kind of reared its head again, and I was kind of going through the you know, the not so fun part of all
Yeah,
that.
no, absolutely.
Especially being in town, like away from my family and whatnot. I made a full recovery, thank God. But this is one of the songs I got out of it. And I wrote the song like 10 minutes just after a phone call.
Yeah.
With my mom.
What was that like timeline like? Obviously, finding out and then.
Yeah. So I was 18 when I had it initially.
What type of cancer?
It started in my thyroid and then like spread to a bunch of lymph nodes in my neck, which is, I mean, man, I got off so easy compared to how bad it could have been.
Right.
But the biggest thing was I had to do like a 6-hour surgery under the knife, and it's right up in your vocal cord. Like you might not sing the same after that. And I was like,
that's scary.
Yeah, but I mean, praise God, I came out swinging. And then once I made the full recovery, I was like, moved to Nashville immediately.
Did you have to train your voice like right again?
Yeah, I do a bunch of PT and all that fun stuff. But man, it could have been so weird. It was a blessing in disguise because it got me up here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, song for Mama.
Here you go, Mom. Yeah, I wrote this in about 10 minutes after just a phone call with my mom when I was kind of dealing with all that. It's called Hey Mama.
Hey, Mama, it's me. How's everything? Yeah, I know you miss me. It's alright, I got enough money. But say your prayers for me. Lord knows I need a few. The city life ain't what it seems, and my dreams still ain't come true. I'm getting old. Oh, I know. I'm getting old, but I got a long way to go. 'Cause life's dealt me a damn good hand. Kicked me down, but I got up again. Fall down once, get up twice, and I thank God most every night, 'cause hey mama, I'm doing alright. Oh yeah mama, I'm just fine. The truck still runs alright. Talked to Dad just the other night. How's that nephew of mine? The bottle's done caught up to me. Can't drink like I used to. But I found a girl who done set me free. We spend Sundays in a church pew. I'm getting old. Oh, I know. I'm getting old, but I got a long way to go. 'Cause life's dealt me a damn good hand. Kicked me down, but I got up again. Fall down once, get up twice, and I thank God most every night, 'cause hey mama, I'm doing alright. I'm getting old. Oh, I know. I'm getting old,
Bro, come on.
Thanks, man.
That-
Shout out my mama.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's
Thanks, man.
just genius, like the lyrics behind that and
Thank
stuff.
you, man.
But I mean,
Appreciate
obviously, it's something that you went through, and obviously, you put your heart into that song. So
Thank you, man. Yeah.
this seems really cool, man.
Yeah. It's one of those gifts from the Lord, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like, hey, here's a song.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So you're working on some new music. You got some cool stuff you're working on. Can you give us any details?
Yeah, man. So I'm doing an album this year. So yeah, I haven't announced it yet, but the first 2 songs that I put out this year are the first 2 that are going to be on that album. Yeah. So there's some singles from it. Yeah, we're doing a 9-song album, those songs included, and that's dropping in September this year.
Are you excited?
Very excited, man. Yeah.
This is your first album?
Debut album. Yeah.
Damn, that's
Yep.
awesome.
I know. I'm pumped up about it. We recorded the entire thing in Maurice, Louisiana, man. Funny
Oh,
enough.
that's even cooler.
A little studio called it's called Dockside Studios.
Yeah.
Shout out, but yeah, they're freaking awesome, man. It's funny enough, I didn't get any of the session players or any of those guys, and the producer took care of it. And so when all the session players were coming to walk in to play, the bass session guy was my first guitar teacher I've ever had. And he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What are you doing here, dude?" Yeah, it was cool, man.
That's crazy. So I like, do these guys hear you sing? They're like, holy shit. Like,
Yeah, he was like, "Oh my god," he's like, "You're like an adult now." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. You too." I was like,
no,
but yeah.
that's so cool. So album coming out soon. You got some shows coming up?
I got the listening room July 26th with
Cool.
Brooke Lee.
That's going to be a good
It's
one.
gonna be awesome, man.
Brooke's awesome.
She rocks, man. She's so freaking cool.
Right.
But yeah, that's kind of the biggest one I have. There's some stuff here and there.
Cool. Well,
Cool, man.
Podunk Perspective, Joe Bryson. Go check him out on all platforms. His Instagram, TikTok, you name it. It's not easy to
Average Joe Bryson.
average Joe Bryson. Hey,
Yeah.
you've heard it first.
Yeah.
Podunk Perspective. Thank you. I appreciate it, my man.
Thank you, man.